Was a cold, rainy night. Streetlights flickered, reflecting off wet concrete. A lone man walked slowly, his clothes drenched, his shoes soaked in mud. But his steps never stopped. His name was Adam Grayson, a man whose dreams were far bigger than his reality. The world called him a failure, but inside him burned a fire that refused to die. A fire that whispered one thing over and over: don't quit. A few years earlier, Adam lived in a tiny apartment. He had lost his job, his savings were gone, and his only dream was to build his own startup. People told him, "Adam, be realistic. This isn't for you." Friends walked away. Family lost hope. But Adam always smiled and said, "Maybe I walk slow, but I never stop walking." At 3 a.m., when the whole city was asleep, Adam was still awake. His fingers moved across the keyboard, building something the world couldn't see yet. Mistakes, crashes, bugs, they didn't stop him. Rain outside, storms inside, but his fire never went out. Life kept pushing him down, but every time he whispered, "I will rise again. My fight isn't over." One day, he pitched his startup idea to a group of investors. After his presentation, one investor laughed and said, "Guys like you are everywhere, dreamers with no future. Wake up and face reality." Adam simply smiled and replied, "Sir, one day reality will have to live in the world dreamers create." He walked out, not defeated, but more determined. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. Adam's wallet was empty, but his willpower was full. Every morning he stood by the window and watched the sunrise. He'd whisper to himself, "If the sun can rise every day, so can I." To keep his dream alive, Adam started delivering food during the day and worked on his project at night. People mocked him. "From CEO to delivery boy, huh?" They'd laugh. But Adam just smiled and said, "Sometimes you have to taste hunger before you can serve success." After months of work, his app was finally ready. He launched it, but only 5 users showed up. He felt crushed for a moment, then smiled and said, "5 people believed in me. That's enough to start." He worked harder. He talked to every user personally, fixed every bug, listened to every complaint, and slowly, things began to change. One morning, he checked his phone. 10 users, 100, 1,000, then 100,000. His heart raced, his eyes filled with tears. The same rain that once soaked his dreams now felt like a celebration. But these were not tears of failure. They were tears of victory. A few years later, Adam stood on a grand stage. His company was now worth millions. Reporters surrounded him, and one asked, "Adam, did you ever think of quitting?" He smiled and said, "Many times. But every time I wanted to quit, I heard a small voice inside say, 'Try one more time. Maybe this one will break the wall.'" Most people fail because they give up one step before success. Adam learned that the darkest nights bring the brightest mornings. If you can walk through the storm, then the sunshine was always meant for you. The narrator's voice echoes, "This isn't just Adam's story, it's yours." Life will knock you down. People will doubt you. The world will laugh at your dreams. But remember, winners aren't those who never fall. Winners are those who rise every single time they fall. If there's still a spark of belief in your heart, then no power in this world can stop you. Try one more time, because maybe, just maybe, that one last try will change your life forever. Never quit. The moment you decide to stop, That's the moment your miracle was about to happen. Remember, never quit, because those who never give up are the ones who change history.